C'est quoi ça?
Flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a
Ah,
star,
c'est l'histoire,
a
ok.
dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities,
Peut pas passer.
crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun?
Bon, on va tester ce jeu, hein.
What
C'est
is
parti,
war but
Vampyr.
enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Bah ouais, hein. Tu soulèves. Il n'y a pas de nono. Comme pas beaucoup de la du soleil et des
Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment, a righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
T'es encore sur la cinématique du début là? Bah moi ça me met la cinématique du début encore. En noir et blanc et tout. Vas-y, passe. Qu'est-ce qu'il faut que je fasse? Ah ouais, je suis en PLS là.
On va faire Vampyr. Vampyr prospectus. Et Vampyr prospectus. Et Vampyr prospectus.
So thirsty.
Et Vampyr. 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 Ah, c'est Vampyr. Vampyr prospectus. Il y a Vampyr mollet. Oh, c'est fait.
Il me fait un câlin là. Ça y est, il est plus en PLS là. C'était pas sa sœur.
Cosso.
Ça fait quoi?
Je t'ai claqué.
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Mary. Mary.
Bah, je sais pas. Normalement, elle devient pas un vampire du coup.
Bonjour, la Vampyr.
Il y a plus tout son sang.
Eh, Capricien, c'est tout. Non.
Il y a les condés aux fesses là, non?
Dodo, allez, c'est tout. L'enfant dormira bientôt.
It's a nightmare.
Allez.
No! Please, a moment, let me explain! Ah.
Il a pris une balle, mais il court comme un gueudin.
Non, hein? Sage.
These patrols are after me. No, don't shoot.
Je sais pas, j'essaie les touches.
This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here.
Pour courir plus vite.
Allez, sage. C'est plus moche. Viens.
Faut pas se cacher là, y a pas des trucs à chercher.
Viens. D'accord?
Ok, bah je
Can't be helped. No, please, stop. I mean you no harm.
Ouais, il me shoot. Je peux pas le taper lui. Ah, vas-y, cours. Cours. Il m'a mis une balle, j'ai perdu de la vie.
What have I done? What's all this about?
C'est quoi ça? 3. Machette. Putain, il m'a arraché le casque. L3 pour verrouiller. Toi, coup de machette, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Coup de machette. Coup de machette, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Montez où? Carré pour casser les caisses.
Who are you? Stupid beast!
C'est rond pour esquiver. Et là, tu s'excuses et tout. On va où là? Après, je suis rentré dans une fonderie là. J'ai pas envie de brûler en fait.
No, please, stop!
Coup de machette.
Who are you?
You'll pay for that!
Donne-moi ton gun.
What do you want?
Qu'est-ce que vous voulez?
Attends, il y a peut-être des trucs à récupérer moi.
Ah, chiche.
Souvent les débuts de game comme ça, il y a des trucs cachés, tu vois.
Qu'est-ce que vous voulez? Ah, chiche.
Pareil, y a rien.
Piou.
Ouais.
Nana, c'est portable. Tu l'auras pas.
Ah, il y a un mec à côté qui veut me
I
shooter.
mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech!
Tu vois pas ta
Please,
portable?
listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name?
Do the rest of the job.
Just leave me.
Ah, d'accord.
The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone.
Bon, je la mets dans sa truc.
Ah si. Ah si, il a dû le comprendre, il vient de brûler là.
I need to find somewhere to hide. I cannot enter. Let me go!
Wesh! Oh, il y a du feu.
I need to find shelter.
Putain, il m'a niqué la vie quoi. Bah ouais, mais je sais pas. Y a pas d'armes, je cherche des armes. Ah, y a une masse là, tu peux pas la prendre? Non.
It's locked, all right. Is anybody there? What is this place?
Ah quoi?
The place seems abandoned. I should be
endroit, là,
safe
en
enough here.
Ah ouais.
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Le soleil, ça fait mal. Tu m'étonnes si t'es un vampire. Ah. Shilling. J'ai trouvé 5 shillings. Pourquoi? Elle est là à côté de moi. Les faiblesses de vampire. Bon, bah, on n'est pas débile non plus. Ah, c'est quoi ça? J'ai trouvé quelque chose. Pardon. Bienvenue sur mon live. Ça Ben, ça non? Ah, il a trouvé.
Wait. This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve. That's impossible.
Hein? Non. Ah ouais, le vampire, normalement tu le vois pas dans la glace, je crois. Oh, on dirait du Max Payne le jeu, gros, quand tu ouvres les portes et tout. Du coup, ici, c'est le QG, quoi.
Who goes there? Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
On n'a pas vu qui c'est qui l'avait mordu. Ça bug YouTube ou quoi? Merci. Non. Pourquoi il me dit non? Ah, un macabé. Pourquoi peut-être? Oh, un gun.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No. There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live. And now what? We fight.
Hein?
Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
Bah, il mange n'importe quoi, ce chien. Bon, du coup, il a pris un gun. Ouais, on est équipé, mon pote. Sinon, tout à l'heure, il a pris une balle dans l'épaule gauche. Ça a pas l'air de lui faire ni chaud ni froid. Les bras, ils ont brûlé. Revolver usé. Oui. Alors, cadence de tir. Niveau 2. Qu'est-ce qu'il faut pour faire? Ah, tu peux... Ok, tu peux améliorer tes armes. Donc il faut morceau de cachette, ça. D'accord. Et tout à l'heure, j'ai ramassé un truc là. Une bouteille d'alcool, je crois. Non? Ouais. Faible valeur à la revente, cet objet peut être recyclé pour des composants. Ok. Donc là t'as les lettres, ok. Main gauche, main droite. Ah mais en fait c'est bien, tu ramasses un revolver mais y a pas de balles. Y a pas des balles là. Ça serait cool. Hein. T'as pas trouvé le revolver? Journal ensanglanté. Ça je lirai plus tard quand j'aurai le temps. Recycler plus loin dans le jeu. Ben il m'a dit faut recycler plus loin dans le jeu. Eh dans le lit il y avait un truc. T'as regardé Jus? Dans le lit.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it.
Ok, lui il se pose au calme dans le lit.
So be it.
Il va se tuer mais il n'y a pas de balle en fait. Hein.
Rational thinking only.
Ah, j'ai pu me suicider à voir. Je me suis tiré une balle, Julien. Mais pourquoi j'avais pas de balle dans mon inventaire aussi? Je comprends pas. J'ai pas de balle dans l'inventaire mais je peux tirer là. Ah. Ah merde. Je revis mais avec une balle dans le cœur. Ah, j'ai perdu du sang, il dit.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
On entend le micro de Julien, il me dit. T'as autorisé ta voix dans live? Bah si, en fait on entend le tit de ton micro, il me dit. C'est ça? Ah, c'est à mon avis c'est l'écho dans mon truc. D'avoir un écho dans mon mic. Qu'est-ce qu'il faut que je fasse? Commencer en sélectionnant la compétence disponible autophagie. D'accord. C'est où autophagie? Faut la trouver ça? Ah, elle est là. Oui, alors, qu'est-ce qu'il faut faire? D'accord. Faut dépenser des points d'expérience. Vous consommez votre propre sang pour soigner instantanément. Ah putain, c'est dégueulasse. Y a pas des trucs pour l'attaque? Ah si, agressive. Lance de sang, brume des ténèbres. Griffe. C'est combien de points d'XP? 1000, vas-y. Une attaque courte pour toute créature. D'accord.
Fais ton téléphone. Ça après quoi?
Ouais, attends.
Nina, viens avec moi faire pipi.
Donc ce chien il veut jamais sortir.
Mais si, elle va venir, je peux pas là.
Mikacha. T'as pris quoi comme compétence, Jus? Ah mais après tu peux choisir une compétence dans agressive. On va voir là c'est le QG.
If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find...
Sauf éternel sera talent banque. C'est quoi ça? Détail. Ah, t'as des missions. Est-ce que t'as des secondaires? Ah, t'as la carte, ok. Ah ouais, c'est du Assassin's Creed en fait, à peu près. L1, autophagie. Ok.
And him to understand what I have become.
Et lui, il a toujours pas de balle. Ah ouais, t'as un petit truc là. On sort par où on est rentré, je pense. Ça tape dans la porte en bas, ouais, t'as raison. Vas-y, venez, moi je vous défonce, les gars.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Moi j'ai pas peur. Ah ouais.
Here's the leech. Here!
Allez, il va remettre une commode dedans. Eh, ils vont redéfoncer la porte.
I cannot enter.
Pourquoi je peux pas y aller?
It's locked.
C'est quoi ça? Ah, il y a un truc à terre. C'est quoi? Pieux usé. Clé de l'abri. Ça doit être en haut, ça.
I cannot enter.
Ah non. C'est quoi la clé que je viens d'avoir là? Clé de l'abri de South Park. South Park. J'y suis? Ok. Et si on... Donc c'est pas ça? Attends, il y a peut-être un truc à faire là. C'est quoi? C'est un pieu. Ah ouais, c'est un ouf lui.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End. Go back home.
Appuyez sur triangle. Oh! Mais lui, il est fin ouf, toi. Toi, tu me tires dessus. Triangle, croix. Donne-moi à boire. Moi, je le bouffe, hein. Oh, je le machette.
A strength I never knew I had.
Ouais, on peut pas les sauter dessus, lui.
This shouldn't be possible. I know every fiber of my being is afire. I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
Ok. Il est blessé là? Oh mais esquive mon pote.
My strength. My reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Y'a rien dans le temps. État du quartier stable. Ouais, normal, je peux encore passer par là. Après, on va avoir une tenue et tout. Ça va être trop cheat. Quoi?
Mais bon, mais quand il y a des boîtes pour prêter 20 euros, pas de aussi.
Bah, c'est pour toi aller en Belgique, hein.
Ouais, et puis des boîtes de tubes aussi, il faut.
Hein?
T'as avancé une boîte de tubes, des secours des tubes.
My
Ah,
poor
ouais.
sister.
Il y a des boîtes.
If only I had
Prendre.
control
Ah ouais,
over
moi non.
my
J'allais dire, tu
blood.
prendrais une bière bleue là-bas.
Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you.
J'ai dit une bière bleue.
For what happened to us.
Ah, genre, il bouffe des rats et tout.
Despicable.
Bah alors.
Ah? Non, 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 non.
It's locked, all right.
Il bouffe des rats au jus.
It's locked.
Trop fort.
The dizziness from the jump. I can.
Ah. Chargement. C'est quoi le bail là?
Control it. It's locked, all right. I cannot enter.
De l'argent. Ah, moi je fouille tout, il y a des sous et tout. Des sous-sous. Des shillings. Ouais, ouais, un peu mal fait quand même comment tu cours. Quoi? Un petit rat. Je t'entends, petit rat. Allez, bon appétit bien
I
sûr.
have this thirst for blood. What will London have to say to me?
Des sous, encore des sous.
It's locked. I've so many questions unanswered.
Ah, tu peux te mettre en noir et blanc, Julien. À la Red Dead. Et ça fait quoi quand on est en noir et blanc? Ah, tu vois le sang. Ok.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
L3 pour aiguiser vos sens de vampire.
Fresh blood. The smell is so strong.
Ah, j'ai vu un coffre. Tu l'as trouvé le coffre jus? Il y a 2 pistes du tueur à suivre. Ouais, je pense pas. Le coffre, il était passé par en bas ou en haut? Ah, moi, je suis
This is
passé
a
par les égouts.
slaughterhouse.
T'es pas passé par les égouts?
It's locked.
Il y a un coffre verrouillé à la cave. Dans l'égout, quoi. On peut pas le péter? Non.
It's locked. There is no one in sight. Where has everyone gone?
Traitement pour le rhume. D'accord. Est-ce que ça m'a rempli mes balles du coup? Chargeur. Bah non, ça me remplit pas les balles. J'ai reçu un message de... Il doit y avoir des trucs cachés et tout à looter, hein, je pense.
I cannot enter.
J'ai entendu quelqu'un tousser là. T'as trouvé le refuge, Julien, toi? Ouais, c'est ça. Mais en fait, quand tu reviens avant, tu pouvais aller à la cave avant de monter les marches là.
Je vais donner un peu d'eau à la Loki.
D'accord. Continue, d'accord.
Nobody at home.
Mais non,
No
fonce la
one's
porte.
there.
Alors, papa, là-bas.
Il est con. Je voulais qu'il casse la
It's
porte.
locked, all right.
Papa. Papa. Du papa. Eh, papa. Ah, là-bas. Papa. Papa. Non. 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 Non, garde ton corps.
Ah, un coffre, tiens. Bah, faut bien fouiller en fait un jeu. Il y a des vis, de la graisse et tout, des coffres. Tout à l'heure, j'étais passé par où pour trouver le truc en haut? Par là-bas.
According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail.
Là, je crois que j'ai assez de trucs pour améliorer mon gun, non? 5 vis, 5 graisses. Augmente les dégâts ou réduit le temps de chargement. Bah, augmente les dégâts, non? Ah, d'accord. Je dois faire quoi là? C'est quoi ça? Ah ouais, tu peux améliorer, ok. Corps. Plus de vie, plus d'endurance, capacité sanguine. Quoi?
C'est où tu casses cette poubelle?
En dessous de l'évier?
Non.
Ah si.
Ah non.
Ah ouais, c'est par là que j'étais parti.
At last, a little life.
Welcome, sir, to the Turquoise Turtle.
Eh?
Oh, God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
Been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bot, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom, then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
Tu crois qu'on peut les bouffer dans le bar là?
Jack. He didn't deserve this.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you? I mean you no harm, saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. Would anyone?
Well, that's something I can do for you.
Ouais, je suis dans le bar là. Je viens de voir le mec qui m'a aveuglé avec son truc là.
And who might you be?
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here, too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docs have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished, reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor? That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again. Please, leave me alone.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
I cannot enter. If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts. Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
Bon alors lui disait quoi? Qu'est-ce qu'une légende? Bon, il a dû parler du mec.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own
Elle interroge les mecs du bar là. J'étais parti aider ma mère filer du coton. Le mec bourré, tu l'as interrogé? Il dit rien d'intéressant, ouais.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Là, je parle à la meuf.
Well, if you must.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he...
Bah, la meuf, elle m'a dit qui c'était.
Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Elle avait peur, en fait, la meuf.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Ah, j'ai découvert des indices grâce à la meuf, gros. Tu lui avais pas parlé? Ah, moi, ça m'a donné des indices sur
Damn it. I think drinking disturbs me.
You again. What can I do for
Bah, de
you?
toute façon, elle m'a dit des indices. Donc, en tant que vampire, vous pouvez forcer un citoyen à vous révéler des informations grâce aux indices que vous avez découverts. Allez, c'est parti.
Talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Who is he?
William? Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Hop, ta mamie, elle va faire ses pétotes. Elle va toucher les patates. Un petit noir.
Voyez où son bateau? Il doit être là-bas.
Oh, mais ça serre son pantalon, là.
Hein?
Ça serre trop, ça.
Bah, faut lui changer sinon.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue.
Entendu un
What's
chien
been
aboyer?
done to me? To this...
Chien, elle va laisser ses oreilles. Putain, je peux même pas mettre...
T'as vu quand tu mets le mode noir et blanc, tu vois les gens à travers les murs et tout.
Attends 2 minutes. Là. Allez.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. What's this? Some sort of note. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Ok. Il y a des ennemis. Hein? Wesh. Eh Julien, t'as pas mis l'attaque avec les griffes? Ça les one shot quasiment. Ouais.
Ammunition crate. Good.
Ah.
I may need a lot of bullets.
T'as vu quand tu mets ton noir et blanc, et
Feel like
ben
I'm back on the front line again.
tu vois tout ce qu'il y a trouvé dans la pièce. Hein. Genre en surbrillance. Là j'ai trouvé des balles, j'ai trouvé des vis et tout. Ouais, j'avais un mec, je l'avais pas vu. Oh mais c'est sérieux là. Oh, il dégueule là. Attends, on peut pas faire des attaques en scred et tout genre. C'est où pour mettre les armes? Ah ouais là. Pistolet. Comment on fait pour le prendre? Ils sont nuls.
I'd head back if I were you, sir.
Mais genre, il me tire dessus, ça fait ça quoi. Je peux pas prendre une autre arme, genre. Il y a un gun, mais je peux pas l'utiliser. C'est quoi ça? Ah, ils ont des trucs quand ils meurent. Ok. Et ils ont rien. Des balles. Ouais, ça bug. Nouvelle recette, elle est où?
These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters.
Tout à l'heure, il y avait pas. Si, il est là. C'est ça ou... Ouais, faisons plus alors. Hein. J'ai rien zappé. Non. Moi je viens de là, ok. Ok. Ouvre des...
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Alors du coup t'aimes bien le jeu? Ouais, parce que après, à mon avis, c'est plus pour. Hein. Bon, du coup, est-ce qu'on peut prendre ça? Balle. T'as pu améliorer une arme? T'as trouvé le fusil à canon? Le? Elle était où? Non, pas encore. Moi, je suis au refuge, là. Mais je sais pas comment on fait. Bah ouais, il y avait un refuge après le gun. Je sais pas comment on fait pour mettre les armes sur nous. Ok. Et comment tu fais pour charger d'armes? Ah ouais, d'accord. Ah, donc tu peux changer d'arme comme ça. Ouais. Et pourquoi j'ai pas de balle pour le revolver? J'ai pas trop compris là. Bon, c'est pas grave.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
As one, we shall overcome this. We've done it before. No. I had a drink outside tonight.
J'ai trouvé une faux usée. C'est ça que t'as trouvé? Non mais des fois tu peux trouver des indices.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
William, my arm. I can't feel it.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
William, please. William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by skull?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me. This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Bon bah voir, je suis monté dans le bateau avec le gars. T'es arrivé plus loin que moi, Jus? Là moi je suis dans le bateau avec le mec là.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
Hein?
William was...
Attends,
What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... who is she?
What woman?
No, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea.
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
And for that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed. Take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Heureux. Bon, du coup j'arrive à l'hôpital, là j'ai une cinématique.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Je suis à l'hôpital là.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Toi, tu l'as relâché ou tu l'as tué, le mec? Et ça t'a mis quoi? Si, tu peux le relâcher.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Je l'ai relâché. Bah c'est... Tu peux pas, tu peux juste esquiver, Cron.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
Voilà. Voilà comment c'est fatigué, hein. Hein, Doudou? Et moi, j'ai des patates, hein.
What happened? Did I black out?
Là, on fait dodo maintenant.
I
C'est
feel
encore dans le aujourd'hui.
giddy.
Dodo, l'enfant dormira bientôt. Dodo, l'enfant dormira bientôt. Dodo, l'enfant la 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 la.
Là, on peut plus le tuer après, de toute façon.
La 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 la.
Triangle, d'accord. Moi, je fouille un peu tout, en fait.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been...
I would like to ask a few questions first. What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
The patients are not fools.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office down again.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's not exactly the best situation in London either. I can't have expected this hospital to be prepared for what was to come.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Ah ouais, d'accord. Ouais, ils sont chauds. Skull. Et ils vont me déglinguer. Ah ah ah. Comment ça j'ai pas de balle? Oh bien. Machette. Pieu. Ah mais je suis dans l'hôpital. Ah non, je veux buter les mecs dehors. Puis il faut que je trouve le portefeuille. Le sang. Tu te protèges. Clac. Allez, au revoir. C'est pas si difficile que ça, hein, Julien. Je disais que c'était des... Ouf. Ah, ok. Trouver le portefeuille perdu dans le jardin. Il y avait rien ça. Bon. Coucou. Ah ouais, tu veux me sucer le sang, toi? Mange ça, ok. Allez hop, ça dégage. Il devait être là son portefeuille. Voilà. T'es revenu, Ben? Rapporter le portefeuille à son propriétaire. Mais non, comment on fait pour recharger? C'est un petit rayon. Si je suis déjà passé. Bon, faut que j'aille voir l'autre alors. Et où? Ah, il est là.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody's as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses.
Ça va, c'est un bon jeu.
She's as depressed as
Bah,
I
faut
am.
parler un peu à tout le monde, mais bon, c'est pas grave.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances.
Après, c'est le but du jeu, je pense.
It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right.
Beaucoup parler, mais bon.
And that's all that matters.
Comme ça que tu découvres tout sur les gens, à mon avis.
You do realize you could both get
Après, j'ai pas voulu tuer l'autre, le mec, pour voir comment ça évolue, parce qu'avoir t'as un docteur.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are
Préfère tuer
broken
les
in
méchants
this
et garder les
hospital
gentils à
every
voir.
day just to keep it running?
Quoi?
There's nothing wrong with what we're
Tu
doing.
tues les araignées?
Il y a des taux d'arrêt de tous les coins.
Indice requis.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Ah, il m'a donné des sous, lui. Allez. Bah, j'ai fini, non, la quête. Voilà, impeccable. Bon, on va aller voir les inconnus. Tiens, je la connais pas, elle. Mais bonsoir.
Good evening.
Ouais, je fais toutes les quêtes annexes avant, Ben. Comme d'hab, tu me connais.
New surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this.
À mon avis, ça doit être un peu comme tous les autres jeux, faire les quêtes annexes avant.
Are Dr. Swansea's primary
En
subject
plus,
of
ça donne
research.
de l'XP.
He is convinced it is the future.
Alors, indice Indice, indice. Ok, donc là il me faut tous des indices. Ah bah non,
I'm
regarde.
not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
T'as bientôt fini de bosser là? Ah ouais, non, tu finis ce soir. Bah au pire, si tu joues à ça ce soir, on se fera une voc ensemble.
Is there a problem I should know about, Nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Du coup, t'avais déjà joué un petit peu
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tibbets. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Bah là, au moins t'auras vu que il y avait une petite quête à faire. Par contre, il faut beaucoup esquiver avec Ron dans les attaques.
Not good to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Télé s'est éteinte. Non, je l'ai posé. Ouais,
An invisible enemy. Quite a poetic term for a disease,
40
especially from a
messages.
nurse.
Sorry, Doctor.
Putain.
These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Ah, je peux pas lui poser des questions personnelles.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Ce soir, Ben. Bon courage pour le taf.
Call me if you need assistance.
Bon, du coup, il m'a l'air pas mal ce jeu. Bon, faut un peu parler à tout le monde, mais bon. Pas d'autres jeux en surbrillance.
Dr. Swansea is right.
Il y a plein de personnes à parler.
This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Ah, ça c'est impatient, ça c'est impatient.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Et mardi, la même chose. Putain, il faut des indices à chaque fois.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Trouvez votre bureau pour l'instant. Ah bah le là, mon patient de tout à l'heure.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief.
Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet.
Ouais, ça va?
I knew her when she lived by the docks.
Tu m'entends, Zach?
Had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process.
Allô, allô. Ça va et toi?
Ah, ça va, tranquille. Je suis un peu décalé en ce moment, mais bon, ça va.
She left the docks many months ago.
Alors, il est bien Vampyr, parce que je l'avais commencé à le mettre, mais j'ai trouvé que c'était bof, quoi.
Moi ça va, j'aime bien. Bon, faut poser des questions à tout le monde. Bah, je sais pas encore, hein, je suis qu'au début du jeu. Là, je fais un live YouTube.
C'est quoi ça? Ah, qui toi?
Je fais une diffusion, quoi, je diffuse sur YouTube.
Ah ouais, à ta play.
Ouais, voilà.
Parce que j'ai trouvé que c'était un peu...
Ah non.
Bah, faut poser des questions à tout le monde, mais bon, ça va.
Comment ça, poser des questions? Dans le jeu?
Ouais.
Ah ouais?
Pour apprendre sur... En gros, t'apprends des indices sur les gens, et puis après tu peux poser tes questions pour savoir des quêtes annexes, des trucs comme ça, quoi.
Mais après, tu manges les gens ou pas?
Tu peux. En fait, c'est toi qui fais le choix d'être gentil ou pas, je pense.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the dockers' trade union. The wet boot boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Impeccable, elle dort.
Et toi, comment tu te sens?
Pas bien, bien.
Hein?
Ta voix, elle est diffusée dans le live ou pas?
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
You dared to enter this awful place.
Je crois que tu regardes dans la partie vocale, je
You're a
crois.
hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
Pour voir si elle est diffusée.
Trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic.
Alors, tu fais quoi de tes journées, du coup? Moi, je suis chez...
I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss
Ah, Zach.
Hallcroft.
Et quoi?
Tu fais quoi de tes journées?
Bah, pour l'instant, hein, je vois la paix.
Toujours en traitement?
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Toi, tu dois ramasser des documents, je suis
Yes,
dans
of
une baraque,
course.
moi.
Always the helping hand, good old Tom.
T'es au début du
Without
jeu.
men like him, corruption and despair would have
Ouais,
wiped
bah
out
fouille
the
tout
East
et
End long ago.
tu cliques sur L3 pour mettre comme un mode sur Red
Who should
Dead.
I avoid in this
Ah,
part
genre
of
mode
town?
vision de l'aigle.
Any
Sur,
particular
Ouais, et en fait t'as les trucs en
figures?
surbrillance.
Not really.
Je l'ai pas, ça
Most
marche
men
pas.
and women are
Moi, je
just
sais.
doing their best. And it's not my habit
pas
to
encore,
speak
du coup,
ill
c'est
of
ça.
people I know, Doctor.
T'es dans la toute première baraque.
Who should I
Une
avoid in this
maison,
part
il y a
of
mort, il y a
town?
des morts. Mais en fait, je crois que c'est chez lui, non?
Any particularly
Non, ça
evil
c'est des refuges où tu
Not
peux améliorer tes armes et tout.
Most men and women are just
Quoi, t'as
doing
des armes
their
dedans?
best.
Ouais.
And it's not my habit to speak
Gun
ill
et
of
tout.
people I know,
C'est
Doctor.
pour ça fouille vraiment tout quand tu rentres dans une pièce. Il y a des sous.
How could it be otherwise?
C'est la troisième
The
personne, t'as
authorities
vu?
have left us all to
Tu vois
rot
le
in this
perso.
contagious nightmare.
Moi j'aime bien.
No drugs, no advice.
T'aimes bien?
Nothing.
Bon, disons que ça change, c'est un jeu
It's a
gratuit
damn
quoi.
shame.
La dernière fois, je voulais que tu joues avec moi à Red Dead là.
How did you end up in William
Ouais,
Bishop's
bah
den?
DBD,
I
je
had
l'ai, tu
received
vois.
alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he
DBD,
refused to
t'aimes
let
pas?
me go.
Ouais, c'est Glock un peu comme jeu, tu vois. Ça va, on
Do
avait
you
déjà
know
joué à
Tom
l'époque avec
Watts,
Momo et tout, un
the
peu ça va,
bartender
tu vois.
from the
Après, c'est
Turtle?
pas trop...
I met him before I found you in
C'est
the
pas des
canning
jeux, je peux
factory.
rester des heures dessus, tu
Yes,
vois.
of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom.
Ça va un moment
Without
après, ça
men
me
like
donne.
him, corruption and despair would have
Après,
wiped
l'idée elle est
out the
bien,
East
tu vois,
End
même
long
si
ago.
le mec qui a inventé ce jeu, il était la moitié à la masse à mon avis, tu vois.
Goodbye, Mr. Hammond. We'll talk
On va
again
inventer
later.
un tueur qui est un psychopathe qui veut ta tête. Je sais même pas, je sais même pas comment on fait pour sortir de la cave.
Par rapport.
Ouais, merci.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening,
Je ne peux
Doctor.
pas presque
I don't
sentir
think
la
we've
pression
been
du soleil
introduced
sur le
yet.
bois de la porte.
My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr.
Ça
Jonathan
va dormir
Reed.
ce connard.
Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Et là du coup vous êtes quoi? T'es avec la petite et Wendy alors?
Ma mère et la petite.
Ta mère et la petite?
Ouais.
Du coup ça va, tu picoles pas rien?
Bah non.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes.
Moi je m'en vais là,
Hooks is
le
my
24.
man. If you want
Je
to
vais
report
avoir
me for
mon
that,
Je m'en vais là moi.
just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of
Bon, au Brésil.
reporting you, Nurse Hawkins.
Ça y est.
But are you
Ouais, ça y est,
aware
là.
of the risks?
The rules say I won't
J'en
be
parle à la
allowed to
télé,
work as a
je
nurse
pars et
anymore.
voilà, parce que je devais prendre je
But
devais
here at
remonter
the
là pour
Pembroke,
l'anniversaire de
we
Mia
break
et
rules all
la
the time.
récupérer.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman,
Je
and Milton is not the
je vais la
finest
récupérer,
bloke.
je vais y
But
aller
we
pour
do
son
our
anniversaire et
best
la
to get
récupérer
by.
pour Noël, tu as vu, mais je l'avais qu'une semaine.
That's all any of us
Et
can
en
hope
vrai,
for nowadays.
j'ai un peu de partir, tu vois. J'ai le droit
How
au
is the
chômage,
Pembroke
encore un
staff
peu.
coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well.
Donc, je me dis
Milton,
pourquoi
the
pas, ouais. Je
ambulance
pars 3
driver,
mois.
is even more grumpy than usual.
Ah bah ouais.
Especially concerning doctors.
Why does Milton dislike
Attends, j'arrive.
doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Ouais, il essaie de se tuer, mais ça je l'avais fait, mais ça n'a pas marché ça. Ouais, c'est sûr. Putain, c'est lent les cinématiques, ils me font chier. Merde. Le lit des refuges. Pourquoi il est long comme ça?
Ouais, ouais.
Ouais. Ah ouais, tu peux lui mettre des compétences et tout.
On a daily basis. Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
How long have you been a nurse?
Or long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve.
Ah, moi j'ai pris ça.
In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from
J'ai pris aussi les griffes là, les cartes.
Sorry, Doctor.
Mise à jour, chapitre 1,
I don't want to
quarantaine.
sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
T'es plus loin que moi.
How would you describe
Soif éternelle, je sais pas quoi.
It's serious.
Ça, chapitre
The
1.
flu is wreaking
Le
havoc
chapitre, t'es pas
amongst
plus
the
loin que moi,
staff
toi?
and patients.
Non.
We are running out of everything.
Et moi, j'aimerais bien que tu te transformes en chauve-souris et tout. Ouais, du coup, ouais, j'ai décidé de me casser.
Even the Black Plague didn't kill
Du coup, j'ai dit, ouais, que je.
I wish I could
Du coup, j'ai dit
believe
que.
But what if this
Je me
epidemic
cassais,
was
quoi.
worse?
3 mois, quoi.
What if in the end, nobody was spared?
3 mois au Brésil.
Ouais, je pars du 24 octobre au 25 janvier, là.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
J'ai pris mon billet et tout déjà. Mon billet, c'est un bras en fait. Bah, un bras, ça va encore, tu vois.
Goodbye.
Mais bon. C'est un budget quoi, tu vois. Après, je pars là-bas, j'ai pas un rond, zinc. Tu vois. C'est-à-dire, je suis pauvre en France, mais je pars, voilà quoi, à l'arrache quoi. Du coup, je me suis dit, ouais, j'ai une opportunité d'y aller. Je vois pas pourquoi. Je veux dire, la petite, je la vois pas souvent non plus quoi. Alors, ah d'accord, soif éternelle, d'accord, c'est ça le joystick. Mais c'est toi qui es plus loin que moi vu que...
Sûrement.
Parce que je viens juste de l'avoir le truc quand t'as...
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
Babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm
En
sorry.
haut des escaliers.
Yeah,
Tu
exactly.
peux pas l'ouvrir. Tu dois descendre et ouvrir celle du bas.
So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
En bas des escaliers, elle est.
La porte, ouais, que t'as la clé, ouais.
Mais j'ai pas la clé.
Bah, tu l'as trouvé sur le gars normalement.
Ah ouais, c'est vrai, bien, bien vu.
Merde, je viens de voir un patient, il est parti. Ah, elle est là. Bonsoir.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning
tu
to
le
me,
manges.
mortal.
Qui?
You're nothing but dust blown by the
Connard.
winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met
Dehors,
Thelma
là.
Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of pustulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are...
Toi, t'es où dans le jeu?
À l'hôpital.
A ghost or a ghoul. Or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Au docteur.
Au doc, à le port.
T'as déjà interrogé les mecs du bar là?
I'm assuming you must be a patient.
Les mecs du bar.
Am I right?
Ah, t'arrives sur les docks là, tu fais les traces de sang.
I can leave whenever I
Ouais,
want.
je sais plus.
As a woman, a spirit, fog, or
Je lis
bat.
pas en vrai, tu vois ça.
Ah. C'est normalement, tu vois, ils te disent de monter en haut, tu te téléportes là.
Ouais.
Bah reviens un peu, tu descends les escaliers, et normalement tu suis, il y a d'autres traces de sang et t'as un coffre et tout. En utilisant L3, tu vois.
J'ai les traces de sa sœur, je sais pas quoi là.
Hein?
They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of
Ah, t'es au tout début du jeu.
Tout début du jeu, je te dis.
For I am a
Là, y a un mec par
vampire.
terre,
I
je
see.
vais délover.
Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal, but do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle me dit, elle?
Who are you
projet,
really,
heureusement que je sais
Miss
pas.
Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Hmm? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Je vais aller chez ma go après, tranquille.
Ça y est, t'as trouvé une go?
Un moment déjà que je suis avec. Parce que j'en parle pas, tu vois, mais. J'ai 3 mois que je suis avec. Je dis à personne, tu vois, parce que j'ai pas envie que ça se sache, tu vois.
D'accord.
D'accord? D'accord? Ouais, je suis bien avec, tu vois. Mais après, là, je pars, tu vois, elle est un peu. Comment dire?
Tu pars quoi.
Ouais, il mange les rats et tout, ce bâtard. Ah.
T'as pisté.
Ouais, dégueulasse.
Dégueulasse.
Du coup, là, j'apprends un peu le portugais, là.
Ah.
Ah ouais, là-bas, ils parlent portugais.
Portugais.
Voilà. Je sais dire une seule phrase pour l'instant. Pas une seule phrase. Je parle un peu, quoi, l'espagnol, mais ça n'a rien à voir avec le portugais. Là, j'essaie d'apprendre l'espagnol, le portugais, donc j'ai dit Bon dia, como vai? Bon dia, como vai? Bonjour, comment ça va?
D'accord.
Voilà.
Bonjour, comment ça va?
Bonjour, c'est bon dia. Ou tu dis Ole, olae. C'est bon, salut. Ole, hola, tu as vu?
Olé, hola.
Olae, ouais. Après, j'apprends plein de trucs. Sens. Voilà, celui-là, les... Comment tu fais pour monter? Tu peux pas monter le mur? Là, contre sa mère. Là, il y a les escaliers. Mais c'est un peu genre, ça fait jouer un peu genre à la Patsu quand même, hein. Non?
Ouais, c'est ça.
refuge. Ouais, faut aller au refuge tout le temps en fait. Faut tout le temps les pioncer, genre.
De quoi pioncer?
Au refuge.
Non,
Toujours aller dans les
refuge,
refuges. Ah, il est là le coffre que tu me disais. Tout remplir. Ça veut dire quoi tout remplir?
Bah, quand tu remplis quoi. Mais si t'as rien dedans en fait, faut que t'as des trucs
Ah
dedans.
ouais, j'ai rien dedans.
Un pauvre. Comme moi au début.
Artisanat, médicaments. Bon, y a rien en fait, j'ai que dalle quoi. Après l'idée elle est bonne je pense, tu vois.
Moi j'aime bien.
Compétences. Comment tu fais là? Tu fais quoi? Je fais dormir, je fais quoi là?
C'est le premier refuge que tu trouves?
Ouais.
Ah bah là faut que tu te reposes pour... Pour améliorer ton perso. En fait c'est à chaque fois que tu te reposes.
Ouais ça...
Voilà.
Suivre la piste du tueur. Inconnu caché, détail. Comment tu fais ça? Qu'est-ce qu'il dit? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Qui suis-je? Je veux juste vous parler, au revoir.
Je veux juste parler, faut que tu les...
Oh, ça fait chier ça.
Bah arrête de jouer alors, hein, parce qu'il y a quasiment que ça. Hein. Ah les gens ils sont trop élevés ici, c'est pas de mon level hein. Je pense que cette mission je peux pas la faire pour l'instant.
Dans 1h30, dans 2 heures, je vais manger.
Ah. Pareil. Tu manges quoi?
Putain, j'ai au chinois ce soir.
T'as des thunes toi?
Hein?
J'ai dit t'as des thunes toi?
Comment ça j'ai des thunes? J'ai pas de lové frère.
Tu manges au chinois et tout.
Ouais, chinois il y a 40 balles, ça va.
Ah, ça va.
Je paye à ma copine, tu vois, après j'ai des sous, j'ai pas de sous. Gros. Ouais, je suis quand même pauvre moi.
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
Je dis à elle de payer au pire.
All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Viens, on va manger au restaurant, mais tu payes. Je sors ça, moi.
Vas-y.
Ouais, bah.
Tell me about the doctors.
Ouais, je devais l'inviter, mais bon. Ouais, je sais pas. J'ai pas trop de dinero.
They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility.
Hein?
My apologies.
Non, je sais pas, une meuf, elle m'envoie des messages, j'ai pas compris, je comprends pas trop ce qu'elle me dit. Bon allez, au revoir elle, j'ai pas envie de parler à cette connasse. Elle parle pour rien, la meuf.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me, what a blundering idiot. Good evening.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Tu parles?
Ouais, moi je parle parce que je demande à Kelly que la petite elle a besoin, tu as vu, pour Noël, son anniversaire. Parce que moi je rentre pas au pays avant 3 mois normalement, tu vois.
Allez, réveillez.
I based my technique on my mentor's
Moi je parle avec les mecs dans le jeu. Ils me donnent des quêtes quand tu leur parles en fait.
Ouais.
Et tu gagnes du point de sang. Bah ouais, c'est un peu près des points de sang. Expérience.
Ta mère elle est ouf là, non? Avec la petite.
Hein?
Je dis ta mère elle est ouf avec la petite.
Ah ouais.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced
knowledge
is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Petite tête d'écureuil. Elle a une petite tête d'écureuil.
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me.
Tu vas manger?
I am honored to have the opportunity to work by
Elle est
your
en train de
side.
me défoncer le yep là, ça le fait pas.
Ah, je la...
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
You don't have to worry about me, Dr. Reed. I am here to assist you, not to be a burden.
Julia.
Quoi?
Je vais les peau de poulet.
À qui?
Acheter un.
Ah, c'est pour ça qu'il y a des...
Bah ouais.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. We first thought it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
super bon.
Ouais,
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality.